Hi, this is Michael at TV Radio 1972, and today I am reviewing the Sony SRF-29 FM AM Walkman. I bought this at a local flea market for $15. And it came with the original headphones as well as some AA batteries. So here it is right in front of us, and here is the original headphones. Right here, and I see a model number here, MDR006. Very neat, and I tested them and they sound great. The front of the rails right here, it has the Sony logo here, FM AM Walkman logo here, and a simple on-off switch right here. And the dimensions, by the way, are about 2.5 inches in length, 4 1/8 inch in height, and a depth of about 1 3/8 inches, including the belt clip. Now, let's go to the bottom of the radio. It's all rounded here. On top of the radio is your headphone jack. Stereo both ears, of course. FM 88 to 108 and AM 530 to 1700 radio dial. And then on the bottom, there's your log scale 0 to 10 and a small little red indicator, dial indicator here. It's pointed right here. It's a little hard to see because it's so small, but from this angle, I think you should be able to see it. So, that's pretty good. Tuning wheel here, a smooth tuning wheel. And then you have a band selector switch up here, an FM sensitivity switch down here. FM on top, AM on the bottom. I'll put on FM, and then DX and local switch. DX on top, local on the bottom. Your belt clip here, which is not removable. Some information down here. SRF-29 made in Taiwan. There's a screw up here right behind the belt clip. And right here on the bottom, your battery door, where you can store 2 AA batteries to operate the radio. You can pause and look at where the batteries are positioned. And right here, you have the volume wheel. Unfortunately, though, for this radio, the volume wheel is a little bit defective, but that's okay. You can always use adjustable type headphones or earbuds and adjust the volume that way, and it should work well as well. But like I said, the volume wheel itself, it only has medium or high volume, not low volume. So this is a little defective, which kind of makes me think maybe I should have paid only $10 for this, but $15 is still a good price for a Sony, and everything else works. And you can get volume out of it anyway, so that's no big deal for me, at least. So what I'm going to do right now is attach an auxiliary cable here and attach it to some speakers. And the speakers that I'm going to use is from the Grundig G3 Global Traveler, single press. You could switch between the time and line in. That is 3:58 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time from the northeastern part of New Jersey. Single press, and I get line in. That's how I'll perform the band scans. And I wanted to show you a size comparison before the band scans. I have a Sony SRF-29 right here. It's an AM/FM TV audio weather band radio. and the Sony ICF-P26. Now, I don't know when this Sony here was made. I would imagine that it is older than this Sony here, the SRF-M37V. Judging by the model number, this is probably an older receiver than this, but that's just my guess. Right now, I'm going to perform an FM band scan, and here we go. See, it's defective, this volume wheel. Anyway, that station, located right here, is A7.75 WNYZLP New York City, which is the TV audio of Channel 6. It operates like a radio station, and it's in all Korean.
In cities, Idlib in
stands on no surgery. Locations in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and now open in Pennsylvania.
And by Bigelow Tea. Bigelow Tea is a proud supporter of the Michael K. Show and the official hot tea of Joe Torre and the New York Yankees.
That is 98.7 ESPN, WEPN FM New York City. That's one of two FM sports stations in New York.
Hi guys, listen, losing Betances, YouTube.
WAWZ, Zarephath, New Jersey, Star 99.1. That's between 30 and 35 miles away. I can get this on most of my radios, and it's coming in very good here.
Take away this fear. Building 0454 to get 200.
Can't believe he said.
Comb it over.
Never looking to get anybody fired, but when that job opens up again, it is time to forgive and forget. Bring him back. Bring back Lane. I'm Jim Rome.
WFAN-FM, New York City. That's Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM, The Fan. Our other sports station in New York City.
Blank.
30 days.
Oh, hair back. You washed it.
Top providers of free cell phone wireless service.
Can you take my hand? Finish my...
WXPK, Briarcliff Manor, New York. That's, I believe, between 20 and 25 miles away. 107.1 The Peak. That is a rock station. It's called Adult Album Alternative. I think that's what the format name is, although their slogan is World Class Rock. So it's pretty neat to get this station. I get this on many of my radios. And that is it for the FM. FM performs pretty well. I think it does better with the headphones because, you can move around. You can vary your location. So, yes, it'll perform better with headphones. And as a matter of fact, I have an FM reception report. I actually got 42 stations, and only 3 of them were spotty. Most of them had at least decent reception. So, it performed well. And you can get those stations, like in the New York area, in my area, I can get those 40, 50 mile away stations, such as WKXW in Trenton, New Jersey, or WEBA in Westport, Connecticut. So I was able to get it rather staticky, but it was listenable. So FM performs well for this Sony. Now let's go to AM. Am I on AM? Yes, I am. Now for this band scan, it's going to be a little problem because I'm hearing WABC underneath using this connection. But if I use the headphones, I don't hear it, so there must be some overloading of WABC since I live so close to the transmitter. Probably like 10 miles away or something, so that's probably what the problem. And I tried this, I actually already recorded a video before, and I decided to just do a take 2. This is actually take 2. So, I just want to let you know that. So, you're going to hear WABC underneath on much of this dial, but it gets stations.
Trump's interaction with the foreign
WBWD 540. Islip, New York, that's Bali 540. That's 51 miles away at 10,000 watt daytime and low power at night. That's 570. 620. 660. 710 WOR. Then there's 77 WABC, New York City.
The Office of the Director of National Intelligence and a lawyer representing the
820. 880 WCBS.
There's nothing like meeting.
That was 930. This is 970. 1010 Winds, WINS, New York City. 1010. That's 1010 WEPN, New York City, which was supposed to switch to English, but it's still airing Spanish language sports during the weekdays, but it's basically locally based, at least for now. For contractual reasons, it'll probably switch over to all English eventually. 1130. 1190. WLIB, New York City. I can't hover on the music too long. WFAS 1230, White Plains, New York.
$1,000 5 times a day.
Not even believe I just won.
WMTR, Morristown, New Jersey, Classic Oldies 1250.
Goldie's cash code. Then you have 15 minutes to let us know what that hour's cash code was.
1280 WADO. 1330 WWRV. 1380 WKDM.
To get their news and depend on one source.
All those stations were from New York City, by the way.
That have an agenda, that have an ideology that they want to subscribe to.
WNSW 1430, Newark, New Jersey, although the transmitter is only a couple miles from me at 1430.
Selecting bias, right? I mean, and we've seen this.
1480. 1500 WGHT, Pompton Lakes, New Jersey, only about 13 miles away. Comes in pretty decent on this radio during the day. It's a daytimer at 1,000 watts. 1560, 1600 WWRL, New York City, 1630. That's 1660.
somebody in the intelligence community then notified the Inspector General, blew the whistle, and the Inspector General was like, okay, you gotta go tell Congress, and then the head of the director, the head of the...
That is it for the AM scan. This connection is just having WABC right underneath all those stations, so it is overloading. When I try it with headphones, I don't see that overload, so it's probably for the best that you use headphones to listen to AM on this radio. But otherwise, it performs well. Here's an AM reception report during the day. It got about 35 stations when connected on headphones, so it did pretty well. A few spotty stations. I actually got WTIC from Hartford, Connecticut. Like, not even 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I got that station. That's 100 miles away at 50,000 watts, so I got a few Connecticut stations there as well, so it performed well. And at night, at around 1 in the morning, I tried this a couple of nights ago, and I got at least 66 stations at night. 66 I can identify. There were more than that, but I couldn't tell what the stations are. So let's just say this radio at night, at least in the middle of the night, is capable of getting at least 70 stations. So it is a great AM performer when using headphones. Now, my final thoughts, I like it. Other than the defective volume wheel, which only goes medium or high, it does well. I like it overall. Like I said, I can always use adjustable volume, earbuds, or headphones to listen to this, and that should be no problem. Problem solved. So, if you can get a good conditioned SRF-29, I'd say go for it. I would recommend it. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Have a good week, everyone, and God bless. Bye-bye.